Hello everyone, this is the fourth Food is a Conversation Alumni edition. We started these conversations to introduce the members of our ecosystem who participated on any of the educational programs organized by the Future Food Institute, including the Food Innovation Master programs or the boot camps organized with FAO, the summer schools. During twice a week, during these short sessions, we will introduce one of the alumnus. You will hear their personal stories. You will hear about their local food system and how they are currently experiencing changes in their surrounding. Of course, we will open the floor if our time allows for questions. So please feel free to post them in the chat. And now I am just waiting for today's guest to join, who is actually an alumnus of the first food innovation program, which was in 2015. Let me see if she is already online. Not yet. So in this case, while we are waiting for her, I will just do some promotion. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Benedict was supposed to also talk last week on the Food for Earth Day. Hi, Benedict. Yes, we will see if the connection will allow us to talk further. So Benedict Mundele Kuvuna is based in Congo, and she was also supposed to talk last week on the Food for Earth Day. Unfortunately, due to some technical issues, it was not possible. So I'm super happy to have her today. She's based in Congo, and we will see if she will be able to join back. And she will also give us some insights on the food distribution system in Africa and how she believes it could be improved. Till we are waiting for her, I would like to encourage you to check out the videos from the Food for Earth Day on the YouTube channel of the Future Food Institute. Hi, Benedict, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, I can hear you.
Great, it worked out. Perfect. We can also hear you. Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I just told the
Thank you.
others that you are dialing in from Congo. Would you
Yeah.
mind shortly introducing yourself?
So my name is Benedicte Mundele Kuvuna. So I am an alumni of Food Innovation Program, and also I have a company named Surprise Tropicale. Is a company on fruit and vegetable sector.
Nice. So you were actually student on the very first food innovation program in 2015.
Yeah.
How did you find the program in Italy? What is the story about you joining and coming to Reggio Emilia to join the program?
So at the beginning, when I saw about the food innovation program, I was not very sure if I should join or not. So it was very complicated for me. And at the last time, I just take my decision to join the program. So I think I was the last person joining the program. So I was the last person coming. So I just say, okay, I can come. And then I fly to Italy. It was my first time to Europe. So it was very, very good experience. At the beginning, it was very cold. I was like, I'm not used to be in the cold season like this. So it was not very common. So we didn't have the same culture. We didn't have the same way of seeing things. So it was very.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, definitely. It's one of the great parts of the food innovation program that it's actually bringing on board multiple different nationalities and a very diverse group in terms of educational background or cultural background. So even education part, we can learn so much from each other during this time. I think when I was attending in 2018, we had 15 students, and from that we were only 2 of us from Europe, and we had people from Colombia, from the Philippines, from Nigeria, from the US, from China. So a lot of different nationalities, a lot of different people to actually invite for these Food is a Conversation sessions. I really hope that we will have her back in a moment. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay, you are back. So we heard you till you were talking about the cultural differences during the food innovation program.
So yeah, I was saying the culture was very different to start a new life, a new experience. But at the end of the day, I have learned a lot, and I was very involved. And then I have it was a great experience for me. For me, food was just the kitchen cooking, and then I realized there is a lot of innovation we can do in food technology, many things. So it was a very great experience for me. I have learned a lot. And then coming back in Congo, I was trying to make design thinking, talking about design thinking everywhere, talking about the innovation in food. So I was like talking about my experience everywhere, every time. So it was very good experience for me.
Yeah, very nice to hear. I also know that during your the first food innovation program, the global mission was slightly different than what the second and the third edition had, because Expo was taking place in Milan in the same year. So
Mhm.
basically, you didn't need to travel around the world because the whole world was coming to Italy.
Yeah.
Could you please tell me a bit more about the project, what you did with Expo and during the program?
So at Expo, I was like helping people. There were a group of people who was involved in Wiki Expo. So they were going to take content in many countries that was representing there. So they were going to take products. And then because I speak French, so I was helping them to translate. I was helping them to understand what French country was talking. So I speak French and English, so I was there for helping other people in the team in the translation. So it was a good experience for me because my country also was present. So I was going to my country, trying to see what did you put, how can you improve your presentation. So I was giving feedback, and also to see what the innovation they have in food. So before I come in Italy, I did some project in food, but I was not very food lover than after food innovation. So after the food innovation, I became more conscious about food, and I really like the food, everything ecosystem about food. So for me, it was very good experience, because after when I came back, people were asking me about, I want to do this in food sector. Can you help me? Can you help me in this? And I was like, okay, I'm becoming an expert now.
Very good. Nice. So this Expo Wiki, what you mentioned, that's the output of the Expo project, what the Future Food Institute did. Do you know if this is also available somewhere still for the public?
So I was not in the group of people who was doing the Wiki Expo. I was just helping for the translation and everything. But I think there is somewhere where there is Wiki Expo.
Okay, I will dig into this, and on the next session, I will let you know.
Okay.
And you also mentioned that you had a project with Barilla, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And what was that project about?
So we were trying to understand how people can still continue to consume pasta because they realized that people was decreasing the consumption of pasta in Italy. So with my team, we were trying to do research why people were not eating pasta like they were doing before, and then we were trying to see what solution are we going to put. So we were trying to design a solution for them, and then it was very, very hard.
So, as much as Italy is a pasta consuming nation. Mhm. Let me add her back again to make sure that. So yeah, I will clarify this with her once she's back online. But I think this might be one of the projects, design thinking projects, what were run during our programs. This is one of the major elements of our program that we work together with industry members and try to help them with innovation using the design thinking method. And there she goes. Yes. And let me ask her if the outcome, what I think is the outcome of this research about pasta consumption. Because as you know, Barilla also have now products which are not based on grains, but on legumes. These products, there are different products available in different countries. Hi, yes, you're back.
Hello.
Yes. So this project, what you
Yeah.
mentioned with Barilla,
Sorry, my
is,
connection.
don't worry. Is this the project where the outcome was legumotti, the legume-based pasta, what then got on the shelves in the supermarkets?
Yeah, we were trying to find some pasta that changed the way of seeing pasta of people, because people were saying they will gain weight by eating pasta, you see.
Yeah,
And then we were trying to find a way of presenting pasta different ways. So this was
nice.
how we came up with the solution.
See. So you mentioned that you are the founder of a company called Surprise Tropicale. And if I'm not mistaken, it was an idea before the Food Innovation Program, and then you turned it into an actual company once you returned to Congo. Can you please
Yeah.
tell us a bit more about this company?
So it's a food company in fruit and vegetables focus. So the main idea was to promote fruit and vegetables in DRC. So we were doing the food distribution of delivery of and vegetable. People were ordering online, and then we deliver. And now we have a juice bar where people can come and drink juice, and we also deliver fresh juice in families.
Nice. How do you, is there any special way how you do the supply of these fruits and vegetables for your store?
So we have a store in the town. So we have a store where people come and buy, and also we have partner where the company, like the distribution, who can help us in distribution. Also, we manage the distribution ourselves.
I see. So I remember that last week on the Food for Earth Day, you were, oh, Such a lively neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you were supposed to tell us a bit more about how the current food distribution is functioning in Africa and how you think that this should be improved. Uh, could you please tell us about this a bit more?
So don't worry about him. He's just making noise. so so the idea behind was like I was talking about how we can reimagine food distribution in Africa, because the
Exactly.
way we are doing the distribution in Africa will change after the COVID-19. Right now, we need to focus on technology. As you can see, we have a problem of internet. We still have some problem with internet. So we were trying. I was saying how we can improve it, how we can reimagine. Like how we can reimagine food distribution. And there is two responsibility: the government space and also the entrepreneur space. Like the government needs to find a better infrastructure of internet and technology, so people will start working on the new infrastructure. And also I was saying the policy, make the policy that people can have the policy of trade, where food can come from Congo and go easily in our neighbors and travel around easily. And then the entrepreneurs can take advantage of that opportunity, see how they can develop solutions using technology of for the distribution, like making platform for distribution, like making machine that can help a quick way of distribution. And also the partnership, like we need to all the value chain, all entrepreneurs need to know how they can make partner with others, so it can be easy for company to grow together.
Yeah. Do you have any examples, maybe, like entrepreneurs who are trying to implement something in this space, in the distribution space in Congo?
So we have, I can say, in the technology, I don't have many information about it, but I know there are many e-commerce now. So most of the companies that are making money right now with those problems is the e-commerce companies. So they are like in between the producer and the company that transform food. So there are many company, like there is a company named Tinda. So Tinda is in my local language means send me, right? So this company helps of distribution of food. So they take product from producer and bring it to people who want to transform or do whatever they want.
Okay. So Tinda is written like Tinda, just for the
Yeah.
reference, so I can. Okay. All right. Everything is in French, so I hope I will post it in the chat later if I find the right side. All right.
Mm.
And so how do you see COVID influencing this distribution of food in Congo, or even how people change their consumption habits during this time?
So during this time, the first thing we realized, food are becoming very expensive. Because I
Mm.
think it should be like, this is the problem with the policy I was talking about. So no, there is no policy. Someone can just wake up like this and then change the price, because I don't have any customer. I don't have a lot of customers, so I can change my price. So this is the challenge we have. So things are becoming expensive. So this is what one thing that affects. And also we have the company that don't have internet, like they don't have a website, or they are not online. They are suffering because everything is online now. So those old lady that are not used to do business in online platform, they are having some troubles because they don't know how to get online. So I think there is an opportunity for people to help them to be online. So
Yes,
they don't
definitely.
know how to Yeah, they don't know how to be online. This is another trouble. So we have just some few companies that are online. So it's what makes things become expensive as well, because they are few. So it's expensive. So this is some challenge as well. So there are many challenges in the food sector.
Yeah. And do you have this problem from the consumer side as well? Are there consumers who don't have access to internet, and that means they also don't have access to food right now?
Yeah. So like in Congo, they give us some days where people can go to do shoppings.
Mhm.
So they say, okay, from this day to that day, you can go to do shopping. And people who can afford internet, they can do it online. They don't need to go out. And then people who don't afford internet, they are having those lack of things. So when they go to the market, things are very expensive, and they don't just go to the market the day that they say they can go to the market. So things are becoming expensive for them. And then it's reason why I was saying the government needs to see how they can build a better infrastructure of internet, so it's and allowed everyone to be online. And also not just infrastructure, but those ladies need to know about it. They need to know, how can I use internet, how can I use the better
Exactly.
technology for me to have food, right?
Yeah, exactly. I completely understand. And what is your personal experience? So besides that you see the prices going more expensive, do you think that you started to consume different products now, or do you cook more, or how did your eating and diet change over the last weeks?
Yeah, like there is a picture I'm seeing on internet, people saying after the lockdown how they will look like. So they are putting picture of people becoming very big. So I think because we are eating a lot, we are eating everything. But for me, I'm not eating a lot. I'm
Okay.
not used to eat a lot as well. So I'm trying I'm cooking a lot. Then when I go to town, everywhere, every time I don't cook, but I have time to go to cook. Right now I just bake a cake. So I'm trying to cook as well, and then I'm trying to make juice as well at home. I'm making some juice at home, some new recipes. For me, it's like, for me, exploring many opportunity. And I have a friend of mine who just sent me picture of new recipe he makes every day of smoothies, juice, and salad, because he
Nice.
knows
So
how I love it. So
yeah.
this
That's
is
nice. So you can do some prototyping and then try
yeah.
them out later. So that means that your shop is also closed down now, right? So that you
Yeah.
can. I
So
understand.
it's closed, but tomorrow we are starting back for the delivery, because they opened the town. So they give authorization for some people that sell food to
Oh,
do the distribution. So we are restarting tomorrow, because we had some orders today. So we are restarting tomorrow.
great, great. And as a final question I have for you, if we talked about how we should change the distribution, we talked about current consumptions, but if you could design your preferred future, food future, how would that look like?
So my future of food
Mhm.
will be will be a place where you can be, you need, like, you can do your own like your own food online, and then they deliver it to you. Like, I don't know how to explain it. So you have recipes online, and then you choose, you make your own food online, and then someone comes to deliver you. So I think this will be very cool. So
That
this
sounds
will be very,
interesting to me. So you pick your ingredients, you say how it should be prepared, someone makes
yeah.
it for you and delivers it home.
Yeah, exactly. So this for the
Okay.
cooking part, and then for the distribution part, I think there will need to be like we need to cut many in, like we have
Yes. Yes, you're back.
hello.
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, like for we see like in Congo, the chain, we have many companies in the middle. So
Mhm.
like we need to cut many, like for me to be in contact directly to the farmer and say to the farmer, hey, I need this, and I get that product directly from my house. So I think this will be very cool instead of going to the market and then you don't know when this product came from and then you don't know who was the supplier. I think being directly in contact with the farmer will be very good to have fresh natural fruit.
Yes, that would be great. That's somehow similar to my preferred future as well. I would like to have a bit more proximity of the consumers to the whole supply chain because let's be honest, not everyone will have the opportunity to go directly to their farmers, but at least to have
Mm.
that connection between them. And if it's through technology, then it should be through technology. But I think a two-way communication is definitely necessary between all supply chain actors. All
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Thank you so much for being on the show tonight. It was a pleasure to talk to you and hear your story.
Thank you.
I do not have any questions popping up now, but it was great to have you here. For everyone else,
Thank
we
you.
continue these conversations on a Thursday in the morning at 8:30 CET. So Tuesdays are always evening and Thursdays are always morning. We will actually have a special guest on Thursday who hasn't attended any of the educational programs as a student, but he was always still there. So someone from the background who has a lot of insights because he was there, but in a different role. And for now, I would like to thank you, Benedict. I really hope that
Thank you.
we will also meet in person. And take care.
Well, thank you. Bye bye.